Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time, leaving
there's a
fresh
few
markers
skips
that I hope,
for this
in the full
game.
glare of my hopelessness, will have
There's
blossomed
only one
into
other
fresh
person who can
insight
submit a
in
run,
the interim.
but I just thought YOLO, because what the fuck not? It's funny. I can't really do any of them. This is like a death warp. I think there's like one more death warp, but can't be arsed doing that.
Come back.
If I do another run, I guess I'll do the death warp that's up here. The other thing to this game is this shit, which I'm doing really badly. Which is if you strafe walk.
When you were born, your mother told me, a hush fell over the delivery room. A great red birthmark covered the left side of your face. No one knew what to say, so you cried to fill the vacuum. I always admired you for that you cried to fill whatever vacuum you found. I began to manufacture vacuums, just to enable you to deploy your talent. The birthmark faded by the time you were 6, and had gone completely by the time we met, but your fascination with the empty and its cure remained.
Oh shit. I only got this game like an hour ago. I played for it once and got 26 minutes.
By the week afternoon sun,
then realised you had to have a video. So I thought that you could upload it without one.
And climb the mount.
Because I've seen some web people that have videos available, but nah, might as well I guess do a video.
I think this is why his understanding of the island is flawed, incomplete.
This should be faster, because I fucked up my route in the map 3.
But then, he didn't have my reasons.
World record's like 19 something, it was done about 2 years ago.
So ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice. They cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk.
I don't think anybody runs it, but you know, YOLO.
You could see them on the mainland or the fishing boat,
so and notice Mirror's Edge, but I'm not going to upload my runs with that because that's not good enough.
And wait a generation until
you drop down
pestilence
there and
stalked
then
the cliff path died along with its
spawn down with those rocks.
My lines are just for this: to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
So I mean, by not doing that, I'll lose out like 2 minutes or something.
We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking.
I think I'm doing this wrong, because I don't feel like I'm going much faster at all.
This island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
Yeah, I don't think I can really... I don't really feel like I'm going any faster than just this. Slightly, I guess. It's only my second playthrough of the game. As I said, the first one was 26 minutes, and I spent about 5 minutes just walking around before that. Off to the left there is where you spawn if you get that death warp right from up there. It's quite hard, so I'm just leaving it for now. It's probably like a good 2 minutes though. Because you have to do that massive loop that I just did there. Yeah, like I don't think I can go any faster. All you'll be able to do is fucking spam. Like here I am, I feel like I'm going faster there. But a lot on that flat ground, I wasn't really feeling it. This is just murder on my hand as well. I guess a short break of like a few seconds. Damn, I wish my PC was worse so it would load slower and I'd get more of a break.
21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my ordnance survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome break services. But although I can always see it in my rearview mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Oh, this is fucking hand torture. Last time it didn't start to hurt, so I got to map 3. Like mid, and I'm only the beginning of map 2. Another 20 odd minutes to go yet if you shit like me.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
That bastard tower. That's where we're going.
Begun to climb, away from the sea and towards the centre.
I see what that tower.
It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the aerial and squeeze the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore.
That was alright.
They found Jakobsen in early
Got a nice
spring.
boost.
The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. All around him small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley.
Aha, my hands.
Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft. But I cannot corroborate this story.
See, a game like this, I don't mind having to do manual splits. Whereas, when I've done Mirror's Edge before, like, I've never uploaded anything to this, but I've done it, and I'm getting better, but I'm only 150 hours in. And, like, I just hate that I can't get auto split to work, because how are you supposed to split?
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves.
The fuck are these noises?
Winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the
I'm gonna be honest. I played this last time without sound because I have a wireless headset.
There is only one way. This is likely
it has
to
no
end.
sound. And what the fuck is that sound?
The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their
I know nothing's gonna happen because I've done it all, but that's just still a weird fucking sound.
Ascent.
And that's map 2. Now for the longest map, map 3. I'm not going to bother with the cutting out load shit, because like, literally my load time is like 2 seconds, and there's like 4 load things, so it's like 8 or 9 seconds of that.
Donnelly did not pass through the cave.
What am I doing using my left hand fucking rest
Here on in,
shit.
His guidance, unreliable as it is, has gone from me. I understand now that it is between the two of us, and whatever correspondence could be drawn from the wet rocks.
Get up, man. Gotta go fast. I can definitely save time here on my current split, because last time I didn't know where to go in this next room, not realising the turn was literally like there to my left, which is kind of dumb. This game was so nice at 140 FPS, 44 FPS, 144. It's here, I didn't even see it. It escaped my vision. I wasted like at least 30 seconds last time walking around in the other bit, being a dumbass. This is a nice looking area of the cave, so it's pretty fucking, like, tedious. I mean, the whole game is just pressing A and D and W. Shut up. It's a cool game, okay? It looks pretty to my eyes. Oh, the best movement there. But the outside bits do feel a bit cool, and there's just... Well, this one's the longest bit of the game. I think this took me like 10 minutes just in these caves last time. And the other 3 maps only took me 16 minutes combined. Although I'm pretty sure this is already faster, by quite a bit. I was just getting stuck quite a bit in these little walls here last time trying to do the strafing. And also, like a dumbass, I didn't really... for some reason I just ignored this fucking massive-ass bridge in front of me.
I'm traversing my own death throes.
So, yeah.
The infection in my leg is an oil rig that dredges black muck up from deep inside my bones.
I think this guy needs to go to a doctor.
Diazepam and paracetamol.
I don't know if you can actually hear me because this game is really fucking loud. I can't really turn it down right now. All of these not very solid rocks, or at least the ones on the other side weren't. That was awesome. Come on, man. Power walk up this thing. We can do this. It's a pretty cave. And we need to go pretty fast. Yeah, I swear I'm just not even... Yeah, just walking through them. YOLO. Why did I just say that? I'm alright, fine. I don't want to go there. I tried to go there last time. But you're like, am we there yet? Oh, no. No, we're not. Nearly there, sort of. Nearly out of this.
This is
really
a drowned
long
man's
map.
face, reflected in the moonlit waters.
I don't see a reflection.
It can only be a dead shepherd who has come to drunk drive you home.
Oh mate, this is like if you shine a UV light in a motel room. If you know what I mean. Oh yeah, get down on your hands and knees and crawl through this weird jizz cave. It's listening to weird echoes created by the wind. I swear it's just the wind. Oh, this is shit. Come on, go faster. My fingers are just deaf right now. Although it's becoming so numb, it actually doesn't even feel that bad as it did in Chapter 2. Chapter 2, Map 2. So he's playing Mirror's Edge in its chapters, you know. Okay, hug the right wall. 'Cause I'm pretty sure swimming is slower. Okay, I was wondering if I could mount the wall, because I didn't try that last time. You can't. Well, you can start moving pretty much as soon as you hit the floor. The water doesn't seem to slow you down anymore. Whee! Now, I actually don't know what the fastest way of doing this bit is. Do I just go up, or do I actually have to look at this hospital bed? Because last time I just kind of went over there, then went up, and then it ended, so... Unless it's a timed thing. Oh no, literally just going up ends it. Well, gonna be honest, didn't realise that. Last time I spent quite a bit of time just doing fuck all there. Now I know you just go upwards. And not a certain distance. Because last time I went upwards, but I didn't know whether it's because I'd gone forwards or whether I'd gone upwards because I did both. And there is the end of map 3 up there. This feels significantly faster. Maybe like a minute or two. And I'm still fucking miles behind the world record run, but I don't give a toss. Second place no matter what. Oh, this is gonna take fucking forever to upload to YouTube. Like, an hour or two. split. There we go. And the last map, map 4. This is just pretty easy. I don't know. I don't think there's any tricks in this bit. I think it's just walking. I mean, the whole game's just walking, but you know. Oh, how pretty. Take a screenshot of that. Oh, I didn't get to hear these dank tunes last time.
I wish I could have known Donnelly in this place. We would have had so much to debate. Did he paint these stones or did I? Who left the pots in the hut by the jetty? Who formed the museum under the sea? Who fell silently to his death into the frozen waters? Who erected this godforsaken aerial in the first place? Did this whole island rise to the surface of my stomach, forcing the gulls to take flight?
I have no fucking idea what this guy's on about. I can understand it's somebody who's lost his wife, and it's not all quite it makes out to be at first, but I still don't have a fucking clue what he's talking about when he says all this kind of stuff. I can see that nice black figure up there, though. Hello.
I returned home.
Creepy men watching me.
Full of stolen ash. Half of it fell out of my coat and vanished into the car's upholstery. But the rest, I carefully stowed away in a box I kept in a drawer by the side of my bed.
Please say I can walk through this.
It was never intended as a meaningful act, but over the
go.
years it became a kind of talisman. I'd sit still, quite still for hours, just holding the diminishing powder in my palm. And
oh, you can go this way.
smoothness.
This way's quicker.
In time, we will all be worn down into granules, washed into the sea and dispersed.
There were chemical diagrams on the posters on the walls in the waiting room. It seemed appropriate at the time. Still life abstractions of the processes which had already begun to break down your nerves and your muscles in the next room. I crammed diazepam as I once crammed for chemistry examinations. I am revising my options for a long and happy life.
So I don't get it. Was his wife killed in a car crash, or like immediately, or did it happen afterwards? And I'm gonna have to Google this, aren't I? Either that or I could play the game and not go really fast, but I guess I could do that. That too. I feel like I'm losing the
From
strokes a
here,
bit.
I can see my armada. I
I see
collected
those
all
little
the
dots.
letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my
So I
rucksack.
take it this island
And I
is being
spread them out
metaphor
along the lost
more
beach.
than anything else.
Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into
Oh, shit.
books. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
We're gonna get close to just a shadow person who was on that rock. This does feel
Pain
significantly
in my legs
faster than my
sent me
first
blind
go.
for a few minutes as I struggled up the cliff path. I swallowed another handful of painkillers, and now I feel almost lucid. The island around me has retreated to a hazed distance, whilst the moon appears to have descended into my palm to guide me. I can see a thick black line of infection
There
reaching
he
for
is
my
again.
heart from the waistband of my trousers. Through the fugue, it's all the world like the path I have cut from the lowlands towards the aerial.
Ghostly person stood up on that little mount over there.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fibre, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage
I hope this isn't too loud.
disintegrates, we will intermingle.
Like mad
When this
clicking.
paper aeroplane leaves the
So I'm just
cliff
like
edge
spamming
and past
because I
parallel
don't know how
paper
else to do
trails
it.
in the
Because I've
dark,
seen the
we will come together.
key inputs on the one video that is uploaded, and it literally does just look like A and D every other second, like this. But it says his seems to go way faster than mine, or at least I get it for a few seconds, then I just lose it. Mate, this is way
If
creepy.
only
with the
Donnelly
audio.
had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Last leg now, just up to that tower. We start the ascent.
There are headlights reflected in these retinas.
I'm guessing
long
about
in the
24
tunnels
minutes
of
for
my
this,
island
I'm
without
guessing.
a bottom. The sea creatures have risen to the surface, but the gulls are not here to carry them back to their nests. I've become fixed, open and staring, an eye turned on itself. I've become an infected leg whose tracking lines form a perfect map of the junctions of the M5. I will take the exit at mid-thigh and plummet to my Esther.
I've just realised I haven't put live split as a window on OBS. Oh well. It doesn't really matter. If I beat this time, the next one will.
He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
I didn't know the M5 went all the way to Damascus. Oh, the strafing's pitchy there. And here we are, seconds away. Well, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds away. Spoilers, the ending's around this corner.
We will leave twin vapor trails in the air, white lines etched into these rocks. Dear
And
Esther,
time.
I have burnt my belongings, my books.
What did I get? 23:32. That's good. Nice. I saved 9 seconds. Okay, so because I haven't put the splits in, I'll just say them now. First one was to the stone circles. I saved 9 seconds there. Then I lost 0.6 seconds from the stone circles to the loading screen on map 1. Then there was a split where the wooden ship was in map 2. I saved 15 seconds to that point, so I gained another like 7 seconds from the map 1. Then I made 0.7 seconds up in map 2 to make it to 15.7, like the 0.7 from the map to the ship. Then, as I said, map 3, massive save. I saved the whole 2 minutes 33 there, down to 15:33. Then I saved another. Then I got that down another 7 seconds on the last map to make it to -240 and 23:32. Nice.